Hello everyone, my name is Mama Ashraf. I'm here to get you started with your new digital SLR camera, and specifically I'm here to talk about the aperture, shutter speed and ISO. Okay, the reason I make this video is because you just don't know how to exactly setting your digital SLR camera to take a good photos. That's why I want to go through the basic setting. I'm gonna show you with some example with still images. First of all, we start with the aperture. When we take a picture, we actually can adjust the size of the opening where the light is coming into the sensor. That is called aperture. If you set to the small hole, then you're gonna have less light coming in to the sensor. The smaller the number, the greater of the opening is going to be. So the smaller the number, then the bigger light will coming into the sensor. That's how it's works. The reason why it's important to understand is because it affecting your outcome of your photograph. And specifically, you can adjust your depth of field through the aperture. And it's specifically affecting your depth of field. This is an example of shallow depth of field.
Okay, as you can see, using the aperture, you can adjust your focus on your subject and get a blurry background of what you don't want to focus on.
This is an example of large depth of field.
This is a view of Kuala Lumpur in the rooftop. In this aperture setting, you can have a wide range of focus and get every detail that you want in your image. Many photographers use close-up for modeling and art images. You need to lower your aperture number and focus to your subject carefully.
This is for close-up photograph and also landscape photograph.
Many photographers use close-up for modeling such as weddings and portrait and also art images. You need to lower your aperture number and focus to your subject carefully. Photographers use landscape photography to capture a scenery or a view.
The next thing I want to bring up is shutter speed. When you're taking a picture, you actually can expose the sensor to the light in front of your camera, but you can actually affect the time that the sensor is exposed. That's called shutter speed. I will begin to show you some example of when you want to take a long exposure and when you want to take a short exposure.
This is an example of long exposure image. When you expose the sensor will capture the light and bring it into one image. When you expose the sensor will capture the light and bring it into one image. You need to have stabilized on your camera or use tripod to have a good outcome image. This is a short exposure image. In order to capture a moving things, you need to increase your shutter number to have static image. Long exposure can have a good outcome photos. You can play with the light around you. You should know when to increase or decrease your shutter speed and be creative to your image.
The last thing I want to talk about is ISO number. The ISO number is the kind of the sensitivity of the light. ISO number is kind of sensitivity of your sensor to the light. The higher ISO number, the brighter your picture will be. As you increase your ISO number, the picture will be more grainy. I will show you some example when you increase or decrease your ISO number.
This is image of ISO 100. You can see the image is not so bright. As you increase the ISO number, your image become more bright. It depends whether you indoor or outdoor. Higher your ISO number, more brighter your picture will be. This photo have been overlighting as you increase your ISO height. Photographer usually don't take so much higher on their ISO because it will be overlighting in your photos.
Okay, then we are done. I hope with this video, you will feel more confident to play with the setting of your camera. You can actually play around your ISO, aperture and shutter speed to get better outcome photos. You should practicing through a various environment to get more experience in your basic setting. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe below.